Hello everybody, this is Thursday night. This is Political Hot Seat, your live call-in show. This is live, so when you call in and ask a question, the person is sitting right here, the candidate running for the office. And tonight we do have a candidate running for sheriff of Nye County. And our number is 727-8750. Once again, 727-8750. And we have with us candidate Sharon Wehrly, who is running for sheriff. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm going to start it off nice and simple. We'll let the people. Now, if you got questions, you're going to need to call in and ask them, because I'm not going to ask all the questions. I just kind of just sit here and don't do much of anything. But anyway, why interest in sheriff's race? How did you get into it, or motivated you?
Oh, well, I think I got motivated because in my capacity now, we work with the sheriff's office on a daily basis.
Right.
And right now, I'm an investigator with the district attorney's office.
Okay, once you...
Down the middle.
Oh, okay. And for everybody out there watching, PC does mean probable cause.
Yes, it does. I'm sorry about that.
Well, some people out there, outside of watching like NCIS and that kind of stuff, they don't. But, like I said, it's 727-8750. It's a live call-in show. I'll have a trivia question tonight to where we'll give away a $20 gift certificate at Red Sky Barbecue. And if you have any questions you need to ask or want to ask Sharon, call in and ask, because I won't be asking probably everything you guys are thinking of out there. So, background, you've been in Nye County for a while. You've got a pretty good background on
Oh, gosh, I've been in Nye County since November of 1965.
November 65.
And I've lived in Pahrump since 1966.
And how many people they have here then? 2?
About 485, actually.
Yeah.
I think some of them were counting their dogs and
their dogs and their
chickens
sheep and everything. I first came through Nye County back in the 1980s. Well, I bought my property in the 1980s. I can't remember exactly what year. That's what happens when I get old. But it seems like it's grown quite a bit since then. So I know back in the 60s that'd be next to nothing.
Grown leaps and bounds. We had the Pahrump Ranch going, and golly, a lot of other ones. We had Bowman's and Anderson ranches. Up above, we had Wes and his brother. They had a ranch up above, and Carberry's and Wilcox had a ranch, Peckstein's. Yeah. So it was mostly nice and green and beautiful here.
Yeah, well, everybody was, growing cotton back then, or?
Well, they grew cotton, alfalfa. Digger Anderson had the best, most beautiful garden and most wonderful corn crops you ever saw.
No, okay, well, we got a caller on the line. Roxanne, can you hear me? Are you there, Roxanne? Okay.
I guess Roxanne doesn't want to talk to us?
I don't know.
Or we're having technical difficulties.
I don't know.
I'm here.
Oh.
Can you hear me? If you can hear me, I want to know who Sharon is planning to make her undersheriff, if she indeed has any idea yet.
Yes, actually, I do have an idea of who I want as my undersheriff. I have 3 people. I've pared it down from 4. Each one of those people has sat down. We've discussed their qualifications and how they would augment my knowledges, skills, and abilities for doing this job. I don't want somebody that's the same prototype I am. I want someone that'll bring stuff to the table. I want new knowledges. I want the person to be able to manage people. And I want them to have a really good background in either emergency management or law enforcement.
Are you still there, Roxanne? Nope. Well, okay, I don't know if she was actually hoping to get a name out of you.
Oh, she
or-
probably was, but I haven't gotten that far yet. And, you know, I can't really offer anybody a job. I can say, if I become sheriff, I would really like to have you become my undersheriff, but I can't offer them anything. I mean, it's just not tangible at the moment.
Okay, I'm going to ask you kind of a sneaky question.
Uh-oh.
Would it be somebody already employed in Nye County
No.
Sheriff's Department?
No.
No.
My criteria for that is if they have worked for the sheriff's office in the last 10 years, I'm not going to do that. I want the public to realize that I want to start off fresh and new. And I want to give this department a chance to grow.
Yeah, develop and grow.
Develop.
Your way of
I
thought.
want to restore respectability, and I want the people to really feel good about their sheriff's office.
Well, you know,
And I don't think they can do
well,
that if
I understand that because you'd want to start off fresh. Say, okay, there's been so much in the past, rumors, things said, people say, you know, everything
Right.
going on. So if you start off, you want to start out with a fresh set of ideas, and this is the way it's going to be. I would,
Absolutely.
You know, well, anyway, we're going to get back to. We do have a caller on the line, and that's JJ.
Yes,
Yes, you can hear us.
yes.
Okay, go ahead with your question.
I got a question for you, and maybe somebody else can help me out. You're going to be running for sheriff, correct?
That's correct.
All right. We've got a couple issues I would love to have addressed even today. We have a major problem around this area. If you run through the desert, there is so many tires being dumped in the desert and garbage and trash, and I would like to see, like these tire shops in town, be held accountable to mark their tires in a certain way that we know where this stuff is coming from. And if you become sheriff, what could you do about so we don't have all these hundreds and hundreds of tires being dumped in the desert?
Well, I think what we'd have to do is negotiate something with code compliance, and I'm sure that that's possible, and have the different tire shops around come to a meeting, and maybe we can get that on. It sounds like a wonderful idea.
Do you have another question? Or nope. Okay, well, the thing about that is for I don't know how many years, I think it was 8 years, I belonged on the Pahrump Town Cleanup Committee. Mm-hmm. And the Shays out there, Pahrump Valley Disposal, they were
Right, John Shay.
pretty good at it. As far as tracking down a specific tire, I think that would be really difficult since you have so many snowbirds coming into town, you have so many
Well, it
people
would.
here.
And he was talking about having them marked, you know, and part of the problem I would suspect that he's thinking is that the tire shops themselves are dumping those tires.
Well, now the
But
tire shop's doing it. That's
I don't really think that that's what's happening. However, if we have people that are selling tires here in town, they could mark their tires so we'd know at least where they
not
came
them.
from.
Yeah.
You know, I think that it's a little more extensive a problem than that, but that might really help it.
Yeah, well, and then the next thing is like the sheriffs, do they, well, you probably, I don't know if you know this or not, do they really try to enforce people dumping stuff out in the desert if they see them? Or
If
should
they see them.
If a person should take a person's license plate number and report, I just seen a pickup truck dump a refrigerator, a washing machine, and 10
Absolutely.
tires. You know,
The best way to do that is if you're, you know, anybody can make that kind of a complaint.
because part of my job on that Pahrump Town cleanup, I would go out in the desert and take pictures of different areas. There are some areas almost looks like a dump. I mean, there'd be everything you can believe in out there. And of course, I don't know who'd want to go out there and pick it up because I keep thinking we're rattlesnakes or something because someone's been out there for a long time, you know.
You know, it's kind of funny too because there's a lot of people that do recycling, And you'd think that if there's refrigerators and that kind of thing out there, that's steel. They could go out there and pick that stuff up and go make $1.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we once again we got a caller on the line, and Stephanie, are you on the line?
Yep.
Okay, Stephanie, go ahead with your question. I'm going to ask
Yes,
Sharon
I am. Hey, Mr. Bill.
here to kind of speak a
Yeah,
little
thank
louder
you
though when she's speaking.
so much for those things that I won. I need a sign for Sharon.
You need a sign.
I need a sign.
Okay.
You have my phone number. Give it to her. I'm on Mesquite near Leslie. It's high traffic. I need one.
Okay, why don't you
Also,
leave your phone
I have
number
a
with
solution for the...
Go ahead. Go ahead, Stephanie.
Oh, I shall.
Yeah, leave your phone number so
I
she...
need to. I have a suggestion for the problems with the dump, the uncovered loads. If they would, if the sheriff's department would put an auxiliary at that corner, and tell them if they're not covered, drop them, because the dump does not enforce the covered load crap. I get stuff on my street all the time. Have the auxiliary out there, tell them drop their trailer, go to Walmart and buy a doggone tarp, cover it or take it home.
Actually, that's a good idea too.
Yeah. It is a problem out here because of the wide open space. It's almost the same as, I know when I first moved here, it seemed like a lot of people were dumping pets, dogs, and
Oh, yeah.
out on 160. They come up from Vegas and they see some houses out here, so they couldn't move and take their pet with them, so they just dump them out here. Well, you know, some people are just, they don't use common sense and they don't think. And, you know, it's a shame that we have to talk about a sheriff's department that's probably undermanned the way it is to be enforcing what should be common sense and, you know, moral things for the people. I don't think, you know, but if we have to, I guess we have to, but, you know.
That's true. There's a lot of things that really shouldn't have to be law. They should just be common courtesy.
Yeah, yeah. Think about your neighbors and your community and everybody around you. But anyway, we're going to be going to these messages now, and we will be right back after this.